Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 11, Episode 5 of Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. We are currently playing through Chapter 13 of the quest. Chapter 13 is all about finding the Last Haven status. This is trying to create at least two places that are safe for the people of Avalon to be safe from the weirdness. We've got our special events here. Carl, let me grab over a special event. We do have good weather. We'll be staying here at the derelict fleet because I think there's still some exploration for us to do. We learned last round that the remains of Arthur's fleet are chained up here in the derelict fleet. We've actually found a ship, but we did not go and adventure with them as it would have left us off to the Last Havens. So we're going to stay behind a little bit longer and try to make these safe areas safe from the weirdness. And we are traveling around now with our crewed men here. So actually this crewed men here is what gives us the ability to have a portable sort of men here to keep the weirdness at bay. We also have, as usual, Bayor and Maggot on the board. You guys can go check out our paint through videos. So let's jump into our options here. So last time most of the ships have long sunk into the sea, except for the lone fort guarding the fleet. We visited that ship. I think what we'll do this time is we will comb through the debris. Right, last time we visited the old fort. Comb through the debris. Or swim through the tree. Did we swim through the tree? Yeah, I guess we swim to the tree this time. Okay, so let's swim to the tree. That'll be verse 5. Before we jump into it, though, Pontos Fathom Hobbies is sponsored by the books that we produce. We've got a publishing channel, Pontos Fathom Press, where we are producing the Pontos Fathom podcast series, touching on lots of pulp fiction, sci-fi, and fantasy. Our most recent offering is the Esoteric Dragon Mysteries, decoding the dragon symbol in myth and occult traditions, particularly for Tainted Grail. We've got the Dragon and the Grail, Holy Grail Bloodline, Pendragons, and the works of Lawrence Gardner. We've also got the Dragon and the Cross, Alchemical Dragon and Tolkien and George R. Martin, and Tiamat, Mother of Dragons, Saturn and the Dragon, and Dragon and the Cross. So this is a great one if you're interested in Arthurian. If you're a Lovecraft fan, we've got the Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence, 6 volumes, August Molderhauer, Giuseppe Balsamo, featuring Hermeticism of Hastur, Genealogy of Cthulhu, and the Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. We've actually got those collected in a giant omnibus hardcover edition grimoire. If you're a fan of Lovecraft and you want to dig deep into some alternate history and the possibility that Lovecraft is tapped into something real, go check out this. Next up, we've got the Alchemy and Anthroposophy in the Dune Saga, hardcover edition. This is really a send-up to why Frank Herbert's Dune Saga is so popular. We get into Jungian alchemy, we get into anthroposophical themes, and even Herbert's influences of Samuel Butler in his creation of the Bene Gesserit and the Bene Tleilax. Also in this age of upcoming artificial intelligence, we've got Artificial Psychoanalysis of Desiring Machines. This deep dives into the rise of artificial general intelligence, looks at things like AI's formation, but also the human aspect of this. Are we becoming more cybernetic as we move forward? And then finally, our Killingworth Bogman saga. We've got the Lost Carcosa and the Yellow Sign, and the Quantum Locksmith saga with Dead Sons 11 and Locksmith of Quanta. Go check out our books. You can check out our Patreon as well. We've got a number of samples to these. We do some reviews on these if you want to go check it out. Helps us support the channel. You can always go check out our Patreon where you can stay across all of our A Song of Ice and Fire gameplay, our miniature painting for Tainted Grail, A Song of Ice and Fire, Joan of Arc, and tons and tons of videos. You go out to our webpage and you can see all of our videos cataloged for all the gameplay. So thanks a lot. Your subscriptions and comments below are well appreciated. Let's get back to the gameplay. Okay, so let's continue with the derelict fleet. We visited the old fort last time. I think this time we're going to... Do we comb through the debris? Verse 7. If you have part 5 of Hidden Treasures, we don't have that. Otherwise, go to verse 1. Okay, you spend some time rummaging through derelicts. Among the rotten wood, you find some valuables. If you don't have part 5 of the hidden treasures, gain 2 wealth in part 5 of the hidden treasure status. So we have hidden treasures part 5 now, and we gain some wealth. So our wealth is up by 2. So we gain 2 wealth. We gain part 5 hidden treasure. Now we said continue the search or abandon the search. So continue the search. Pay 1 per party member. So we'll take 1 energy per party member. And then we go to verse 4. You spend more time digging through the remains to discover some of the ship's ornaments were plated with gold and silver. Choose 1. Continue the search. Sure, we'll continue the search. We pay 1 more. And we get to have 1 wealth each. So we found some more wealth. So we're basically going through all the old ships and finding some coin. Continue the search. Go to verse 6. Overcome with greed, you keep digging through the wreckage. Suddenly you hear a cry for help. A young woman in rags struggles to rise from a rotten beam. You approach to help her, only to discover that what you took for the human is just the tip of the tongue of an enormous beast. Draw and resolve the Selkie green encounter, and after that exploration ends. Oh wow! So we did. We heard talk of the Selkie last round. Looks like we're fighting against the Selkie this round. So it's got this strange human-like tongue that it uses to call to us. It's a sort of a lure. Let's grab green encounter for the Selkie. Let's just go through these to find that. So Selkie. Selkie right here. Okay, I got the Selkie. This is horrific. Look at this thing. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but pretty fantastic. Okay, so these sharp-toothed maidens of sea hide their true forms under the mottled seal skin. So these are monstrous looking Selkie. So we're going to go ahead and do a combat. So let's start out with we'll have Bayor start out with the staggering strike. Or maybe he'll hold that back for a second because he can use another one to get the top lined up first. So let's have him go ahead with this. Well, let's have, you know what I'll do? I'll have Maggot go first. So Maggot can go ahead and let's see what he has that sort of fits with that. Okay, so Maggot will go ahead with this. And so Maggot's going to gain a +1, +2 there. And then we'll have Bayor also go with that. He can do his staggering strike at this point. So he's going to be able to do 2, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 for Excalibur. And gain 1 for the Old Steel Smasher. Gain 1 at the beginning of the encounter. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. We're 1 short of it. We gain a terror each, and we get 2 damage, but our armor can block 1 of those damage points, and the skull prevents 2 staggering strikes. So let's go back to, we can just have Bayor do a distraction. Maybe not a distraction. Maybe Bayor can do a risky attack, and that's going to give that extra 1 damage. So the Selkie has been defeated, and our reward for the Selkie is 1 experience, and loot is 1 magic. So we'll go ahead, 1 experience, 1 magic. We'll send those back, and okay, so Selkie green encounter difficulty after that exploration ends. So let's pay up 1 food each. And we can increase our strength back and our power back. And that is going to do it for the round. We've already read the Dream and the Nightmare, so I think that's set. So I think we'll probably plan to stay here one more round. I think even though the Selkie attack here, there's still that tree we had to swim out to. So I think next round we're going to swim out to the old tree. Guys, thanks for watching as usual. Check out our links below. Check out the bookstore, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next round. Take care.